Morning grade 11th. Today we're talking about income elasticity of demand as well as the cross elasticity of demand. Then we're finishing off this topic. Income elasticity of demand definition measures the responsiveness of consumers to a change in income. Therefore, income elasticity of demand is concerned with the relationship between changes in income and changes in demand. It is measured by the following formula. ED is elasticity of demand, and the Y stands for income. So income elasticity of demand equals the percentage change. Remember, the triangle means change in the quantity demanded divided by the percentage change in the income. So obviously, if your income is going to increase, you are going to demand more. So income elasticity will be more elastic. If your income stays the same, your demand for goods is going to stay inelastic, meaning it's not going to change. Most products have a positive income elasticity of demand. This means that in most cases, income and demand will move in the same direction. So in other words, they have a positive relationship. Okay, meaning the more income I have, the more I'm going to demand. An increase in income will lead to an increase in the quantity demanded. A decrease in income will lead to a decrease in the demand. According to the elasticity of demand, there are two types of goods. There are normal goods and there are inferior goods. Okay, under normal goods, please make sure you know at least 2 points here. You know that it has a positive income elasticity of demand, and you know an example. For example, clothing. In other words, the more income a household earns, the greater the demand will be for these goods. So if I earn more money, I will be able to spend more money on new clothing. Goods with an income elasticity of more than one are sometimes known as superior goods. Inferior goods is goods with a negative income elasticity of demand, for example, bread or meal. The more income a household earns of these earns, the less of these goods will be demanded. The household will rather spend more than on meat, for example, because if you only have a limited income, you can only buy basic goods, all right, like bread and meal. But if you have an increase in your income, or you get a promotion, or maybe you win the lottery and you have more money to spend, you're going to spend it on more expensive food items. For example, you're going to buy meat to go with the pup, or going to change your eating habits to eating more expensive food like salmon, for example. When demand does not change as income changes, income elasticity of demand is zero. For any particular product, income elasticity of demand depends on the current standard of living. For example, toilet paper use. Now, in this time, I don't know if you have seen on the news and also on social media, where they indicate that people during now this period of COVID-19, people are tending to buy more toilet paper, like in America, Australia, other countries as well. So when they heard there's going to be a lockdown, they were like afraid they're not going to get toilet paper. So then it didn't really had an effect on whether they have more income to buy it or not. It was because of this pandemic, and some people were actually panicking they're not going to run out of toilet paper. So that didn't have anything to do with income, but yes. So even if their income stayed the same, they just bought more toilet paper just to make sure they never run out of it. Then the cross elasticity of demand is the relationship between the changes in the price of one product and the resulting changes in the quantity demanded of another product is described as the cross elasticity of demand. This concept is helpful in determining to which extent goods are close substitutes. Close substitutes means they are very closely related, so we can replace them, meaning coffee or tea, for example. Another example will be coffee and hot chocolate, but they are not that closely related, okay? Because most people drink either coffee or they drink tea. Or closely related complements. Complements, remember, are goods that complement each other, they go well together, like coffee and milk or coffee and sugar. The cross elasticity of demand is measured using the following formula. That X stands for cross. So the cross elasticity of demand equals the percentage change in the quantity demanded of good A divided by the percentage change in the price of good B. According to cross elasticity of demand, there are three groups. The first one is substitute goods. Make sure you know they have a positive cross elasticity of demand. So the increase in the price of product B will increase the quantity demanded of product A. The higher the positive value of the cross elasticity of demand is, the closer the substitutes are related. So if the price of coffee increases a lot, people are going to move over to maybe buying tea. And since they are closely related because they are both warm drinks that we drink normally during winter or some people drink during the whole year, they are close substitutes, so they have a positive cross elasticity. Complementary products have a negative cross elasticity, so make sure you know it has a negative cross elasticity. The increase in the price of B will decrease the quantity demanded of good A. The higher the negative value, the closer the complements are related. For example, when we buy normally peanut butter, we buy syrup with it because we eat like peanut butter and syrup sandwich. Right, so those are examples of closely complementary goods. Then unrelated goods that has nothing to do with each other, they have a zero cross elasticity of demand. For example, the increase in the price of jeans is unlikely to affect the quantity of milk demanded. Unrelated goods are also known as independent goods, meaning they stand on their own, right? So they have nothing to do with each other. Right, so unrelated goods have zero cross elasticity because if the price of jeans increases now, let's say you buy brand jeans, Levi jeans or Sissy Boy, and the price increases, it's not going to affect whether you're going to buy milk or not. Okay, milk is still like staple food, meaning it's something most people use, so you're still going to buy milk. It's goods that have nothing to do with each other, right? It's just an example. Other goods as well. For example, any clothing item has nothing to do with whether I'm going to buy food or not. All right. Right, that's it for this topic.